Hey everybody, welcome to the MGF Podcast. This is episode 30 of the show with a temporary name where we talk movies, shows, games, Lego, and whatever else. Joining me as always is Tate.
What's up, guys? What is up, my fellow gamers and gamettes? Maybe, dude. Okay, I don't
Maybe,
want to. I don't
possibly.
want to sound mean, but I don't think we've ever had. Well, no, we've had girls in the chat. Never mind. We've had ladies in the chat. Never mind. Never mind. I remember now.
What?
I don't know. That thought came into my head. It's like, dude, we have our audience is primarily male. Of
Yeah,
course,
welcome to the
right?
Lego community.
Right. Yeah. Right. But we have had women in chat before. We have. I
Oh,
remember
this
now.
is the most random way we can start off. I love it.
Dude, I am
Dude,
just being honest. This is the Transparency Podcast. Unpopular Transparency. That's the name. There you go.
unpopular transparency. Guys, we are searching for a new name. Like, we were very serious about actually having the name ready to go for this podcast, but it didn't wind up happening. However, we know that we want the podcast. I think we both are kind of in agreement on this because our opinions are most of the time, Tate thinks it's all the time, unpopular. So it's going to be unpopular something.
Our
If you can come up with
only
that second word or help us come up with that second word or something along those lines, it'd be much appreciated.
Ross, our only popular opinion is that Joker is good. And that's only popular amongst this podcast. Like
And I
the
think
media
we've
would
like,
have you believe otherwise.
dude, we've gifted ourselves like the stereotype of um, being, hate watching Star Wars and Disney Star Wars. I'm pretty sure people think we completely hate everything Disney Star Wars related, which is could not be further
Dude,
from the
some people
truth.
think we hate everything in general.
No, I
I'm
think
serious.
I just it's so easy to be overly critical, and I do try to catch myself. I do try to stop myself. It doesn't always happen. I do try to inject positivity as much as possible whenever we are, criticizing something, but it doesn't always happen. We're not like that, but it does tend to be more prevalent than I think we'd both like it to be.
Right.
Either way, Tate, so I think it was like what, a week ago, week and a half ago? I forgot. You messaged me on Instagram with this link to, I think it was Firestar Toys
Something.
post. Yeah, where they put up this really cool picture of brand new printed Ahsoka Tano heads, uh, Grand Admiral Thrawn and Chiss Ascendancy heads, along with Shakti and Aura Singh. A very random assortment of heads, mind you, but I look at those and I got really excited because really for God, I want to say since 2014 when Lego finally dropped the animated style eyes. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about for the Clone Wars sets, the whole way through, the whole time Lego made Clone Wars sets, every character had an animated looking face, exactly as they appeared on the shows, which always looked odd for some people. I mean, for us at the time, it was fine. I never cared personally. Looking back in hindsight, it is weird and hard to get behind. However, in 2014, for Star Wars Rebels, when they started to make sets for that new series, Lego dropped that completely and went right back to the regular, normal, black eyes, white pupil, like regular Lego dotted eyes. And so eventually, when they started to make more sets again with some more prequel sets, episodes 1 through and 2 and 3 sets, we did get an updated Anakin and an updated Obi-Wan that did not have the animated style eyes in other sets. But we never got Ahsoka or any other Clone Wars character in that form. I mean, you could argue we got the clones with live action heads; those also came in 2014. However, we just never got an Ahsoka head. The only one we got was their dark orange Rebels Ahsoka in 2016, and I don't know why Lego made that minifig have a dark orange skin tone. I mean, Ahsoka's skin tone is very much a bright orange, and it certainly is in Rebels. So anyway, Firestar came out with these heads, and they were so cool. Of course, though, they're not pad printed; they are digital printed. So I was kind of concerned about the quality. I ordered them anyway to check them out, and dude, I got them in, and they are fantastic. I mean, I'm not even like this is not a sponsorship, not getting paid to say this at all. They're just really solid heads. And I got like 4 of them to just enhance all my Ahsoka minifigures, whichever ones I have at the moment. So I took one and I repainted the eyes because they can actually come with blue eyes and white pupils, similar to the actual Rebels Ahsoka head. So I did take some inspiration from that. However, I wanted mine to have the regular black eyes and white pupils, and so I did that for my custom Ahsoka from Clone Wars last year. And dude, Tate, I really wish these had come out a year ago when I was actually making Ahsoka,
That'd be
because
sick.
I mean, I like the one I painted still. I still think that head looks good, but of course these are better. It's a actual, fully realized design, digitally printed onto a minifig head, and so I put that on there, and it looks really good. You might have the picture of that where I actually painted over the blue and made my own head there. With it, and yeah, so then I also gave one to, I don't think you can see this on my Twitter and I think on my Instagram story still, maybe, I don't know, I might do a highlight of it or something if I remember. It's definitely on my Twitter though. I set up a rotating stand because I took Lego's 2016 Ahsoka headtails piece, then one of these printed heads, and then put those on the old Star Wars Rebels body from my original custom that I made of her when she first reappeared and entered onto Star Wars Rebels back in 2015. And I set up this really cool rotating stand with Ahsoka going up against my Rogue One Vader. And dude, I've had Master Chief going up against like a Lego hunter from Halo on that rotating stand for a while now, and I finally had the idea to switch it to Ahsoka versus Vader, and it is like the coolest thing near my desk. It is just so subtle but so awesome. And again, you can see this on my Twitter if you're interested. And I also have like Anakin and season 1 Ahsoka right below it, so it's just this really cool little tribute piece. And so yeah, man, just it's really awesome to have these heads and just like all kinds of Ahsoka Tano upgrades, because Ahsoka is my third favorite character of all time, period. So finally having proper Ahsoka heads to go onto each of the minifigures is really exciting. And yeah, just totally random. You just sent this to me, and it was really freaking awesome. And now I have like all these upgraded Ahsoka minifigs thanks to Lizard Man over here. So
You're
yeah,
welcome.
man.
You're welcome. Here's another shot of what the blue eyes look like here.
Yeah, and
People
I
are
think the
paying
blue eyes
attention.
suit the Rebels Ahsoka better than the Clone Wars one, and so I kept the blue eyes on the Rebels one, which again I put up on a rotating stand. So
Cool. Cool.
yeah,
All right, well, moving on. We have some Lego leaks to talk about. Now, Ross, I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared, bro. Ooh, I don't want to get DMCA'd, but
yeah.
we're not. We're
So
not gonna. We're just talking, so nothing's gonna happen. Ross, would you like to introduce?
yeah, so first off, we've got the new Lego Avengers 2020 minifigures, and these have been coming out all over various Instagram pages. I don't know which ones. However, when these leaks were starting to come out a while ago, because we knew that we were getting, way earlier on in the year, it was revealed that we were getting the Avengers Endgame Hulk helicopter drop, which was another Endgame inspired set with the Nano Gauntlet and Rescue this time in the Quantum Realm suit for Hulk. And looks like a really good set for the most part. But with the leaks, there was also this helmetless Captain America head, and we thought that maybe that was going to be from an upcoming Endgame cap where they were going to do his regular suit. But then we saw there was a regular like comics themed Hawkeye head and with the purple sunglasses and purple torso. So uh, I don't think we're getting any other Endgame sets. I think it's going to be just this one, the Hulk helicopter drop, which has already been revealed. And then now though, that head with these new leaks being posted everywhere can be seen on an Avengers game, 2020 style torso. And then we got pictures of the brand new Avengers 2020 Iron Man and then Avengers 2020 Thor, all based on the new upcoming game from Square Enix and Crystal Dynamics. So this is kind of crazy because and it looks like we have like some of Taskmaster's goons too, if I'm not mistaken, or at least I think they might be AIM
Hydra
agents.
agents or AIM agents?
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that. I think
dude,
it
this is
is it,
exciting.
it is AIM in the video game, correct? I believe
Uh,
so. I believe
well,
it's AIM and
I don't know
Taskmaster.
if it's yeah, I mean, I wasn't paying close enough attention. I hadn't really been keeping up with watching each of the demos.
Yeah.
Certainly looks like they're probably AIM agents, but I have no idea. Certainly, I don't. Is there a
So
logo on there?
in terms of comic, I guess not comic consistency, but I don't know. In terms of the comics, dude, AIM is kind of the all around like CIA bad guy, where Hydra
Yeah.
is very exclusively like world threat level
Yep.
stuff. You know, like it's if it's not a Captain America comic and Hydra show up, it's a big deal. Whereas like
Mm-hmm.
Aim's kind of your cure all. It's kind of like the, oh, you don't know what to throw in, just throw in AIM, right? I
They're
like
just a
AIM.
shadow organization. You can just toss at any story.
Exactly. I really like AIM. I do. I think they're handled a lot better than Hydra because they're just kind of this general, all-encompassing. They're like Hive
Yeah, AIM
from
is like something
DC.
that could actually happen, like something like a real organization like that could exist.
Yeah, except for MODOK
Hydra
being
is kind of
included.
nuts.
MODOK being like the leader of AIM, and like well, he's the commander of AIM a lot of the time, and a lot of time he's not. But that's like the least realistic part of AIM. I hope it's AIM. AIM makes more sense, especially with Taskmaster.
But
Taskmaster.
dude, the bigger deal here though is these minifigures. The Thor is okay. It's not
The
great. It's literally
Iron Man suit is incredible.
yeah. That has got to be
That's a
the
best Iron.
best
Yeah.
use of that Invincible Iron Man helmet that they debuted in 2017. They've been abusing that helmet on way too many minifigures, butchering minifigures like the Wasp, but also serving minifigures like the Vulture and Tron from that Legacy set last year. And then
I
this though,
genuinely think, dude, this is the best looking Iron Man we've ever gotten, in my opinion.
I don't know if I could call it the best looking Iron Man we ever had because of minifigs like Silver Centurion or the Mark 85
Yeah, but I
or
mean,
Iron Patriot.
when you look at
But
Silver Centurion and look at this, I mean, dude, this is in a mass produced $10 set. That's impressive.
right.
That's insane, I think.
I can't wait for this Iron Man, dude. And like, I know there are a ton of people out there. I mean, it's still a pretty divided fan base at the moment for this upcoming game for Avengers 2020 next year. It's just, I wasn't expecting Lego sets. I really wasn't at all. We've got 3 minifigures here, which implies multiple sets. And of course, the names for these sets and what they are probably going to entail have been leaked well before these minifigures were leaked. So it's exciting because I didn't really care. I was like, okay, they're going to do one endgame set, then a bunch of comic sets. I'm not interested. But if they're going to be Avengers video game sets, I am very interested because unlike a lot of people, I am still looking forward to this game, despite the graphics, despite the story, whatever. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a fun experience at the end of the day, whether it has online multiplayer or not, or whatever it is. I'm looking forward to Avengers 2020 next year, and I did not expect Lego sets. And now seeing these minifigures, I am absolutely going to track down these sets when they come out, make sure I review them because, again, these minifigures, besides the Thor kind of being, these look really good. Um, I mean, now trying to take these minifigures and insert them into any number of the rumored sets here, like there's going to be an Iron Man mech, which is going to be like 148 pieces for $10. I assume that's going to have this Iron, the Avengers 2020 Iron Man in it. An Avengers speeder bike attack, 226 pieces. That'll be like $20. That's going to have Black Panther, Thor, and an AIM soldier. And this is exciting because, okay, so it is an AIM soldier.
Cool.
Thor and an AIM soldier, but then that Black Panther minifigure was also leaked, and I don't think he's been revealed by any marketing from Crystal Dynamics yet or Square Enix. I think it's just yeah, like, they haven't shown Black Panther yet. I think he's going to be in it, but I think that leaked minifigure could be our first leak and our first look at what Black Panther will be in the Avengers 2020 game, and so he'll be in that set with this Thor. And then the Avengers truck capture is another rumored set, 477 pieces for $40, and that's going to have the Captain America. That'll also have the Hawkeye with the purple glasses, the purple suit, and 2 more AIM soldiers. And then there's also going to be a Hulk helicopter rescue, which is actually just the Hulk helicopter drop, I believe, which is already revealed, which has, of course, Hulk, Black Widow, Rescue, Chitauri. That's actually an endgame set. But
Well, really quick.
dude, that looks like 3 Avengers 2020 video game sets, and then throw in the Thanos mech, which we've already seen is shaping up to be a piece of crap from what we understand. So
All right. I want to say
yeah,
really quick, this pretty much confirms Hawkeye for the game.
yeah. I mean, if these are strictly based off the Avengers 2020 game, then not only does that confirm Hawkeye, that also confirms Black Panther as well.
Yeah.
So
Hawkeye needs to be included in all Avengers material moving forward, though, because of the MCU. And I know
yeah.
we should
I don't think you have to
separate.
do it right away, though. I think like Hawkeye can come in later in the story or deal. It doesn't
Yes,
bother me that much.
yes, but I think he needs to be part of the main lineup. I really do. He needs to
Yeah,
be. If there's an Avengers game, you have to throw in Hawkeye. People have fallen in
that's
love with Jeremy Renner's character. They really have. I mean, he has transformed Hawkeye in a way more than he has.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, I mean, I would love to have Hawkeye there too, but if he's not, I'm just more willing to detach and separate and change up the Avengers roster, especially for a game completely disconnected and basically either developing its own universe or inserting itself loosely into Insomniac's universe. Um, but yeah, no, I think Hawkeye will clearly be in the game no matter what. The fan outcry, even if he wasn't, like this doesn't even really need to be a conversation, right? Like he's going to be in it. They just haven't
Right.
revealed him.
Yeah, that's kind of my point here.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, but I'm excited, man. I didn't think there were going to be any sets for the Avengers game, and I am 100% tracking those 3 down.
Yeah, dude, you
Like,
should. It's cool.
I'm looking forward to those, and it was just such a surprise because I was, I'm seeing the Cap head, the purple Hawkeye, I'm seeing the minifig scale Thanos, and I'm just done. Like I don't care. The Hawkeye looks cool, and I was gonna get that off Bricklink. The Captain America head useful. I was gonna get that some other way. Maybe I was even gonna get the sets, even if they were just based off comics. But the fact that they are apparently gonna be inspired by the game, like, yo, I'm in. It's just so unexpected. There are a ton of other Spider-Man sets that are also gonna be coming out. I think in the spring, summer, next year as well. So that's really exciting. And yeah, maybe I'll actually try to review the Spider-Man sets because I totally skipped all the ones that came out in like 2016, and those were really good too. But man, the Spider-Man sets are just consistently good. Like the ones that came out in 2016 were excellent, and the ones that came out this past Christmas were fantastic with like the Venom mech, the Spider Crawler, the Vulture, Sandman, like all that stuff.
Yeah, man, cool. I'm not familiar. I kind of
you can look them up or just Google them really quick.
I remember the Venom mech. You did a review on that one. That one was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But cool. Dude, we're also apparently going to be getting, and this has been rumored for a while now, apparently, the DC CMF, yeah, man, the DC CMF line, the collectible minifigure series for DC, and
I have a lot of opinions. Let me say that.
I bet you do. Listen. I'm just going to insert mine really quick. I'm excited for Jay Garrick, Stargirl, the Joker.
It's not Jay Garrick,
and
Doug.
What?
Oh wait, is Jake? Oh, Jake Garrick is in it. Yeah. No,
am I insane? I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, no. No, Jake Garrick was just released, right? Wasn't he just? Oh.
Yeah. I think I sent you the picture.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Okay. No. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no, but the Jay Garrick looks excellent. Stargirl, Joker, classic Cyborg, Huntress. Those are really the main 4 or 5 that I'm interested in. A couple others in there too, but I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm so excited that this is happening because how long have fans been campaigning basically for superheroes collectible minifigure series? And Lego kind of got into it, obviously, with the Lego Batman movie. But now this looks totally disconnected from any upcoming project, from what I understand. So I'm just so glad this is happening, man. This is just great news. I mean, this is probably the best news we have had for Lego minifigures in general in the genres that we follow since probably the 2018 Bricktober pack that opened up the potential for releasing minifigures separately from the movies. And now Lego is finally going all in with collectible minifigure series just generally from DC here, and hopefully we'll eventually see the same from Marvel. This is just a really, really good thing, man. I'm looking forward to it next year.
Nice, dude. Excellent.
But what do you think? Because I don't really recognize like half the minifigures coming in it.
Let me pull up the picture because I don't want to misspeak like I just did.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude.
No worries. I'm looking forward to it though.
Let me pull this up really quick.
You got a really sick Lantern minifigure in there. I'm loving the Superman and the Aquaman minifigures. Huntress in there, like I said, and that Jay Garrick, man. Ugh.
All right, so dude, okay, so the standout by far, I don't know. I mean, the standout to me is that Aquaman. I mean, that's the 1990s Aquaman. That's my Aquaman. That's the Aquaman that cemented Aquaman as one of my favorite heroes of all time.
Yeah.
You have Huntress there, great design. You have Metamorpho. That was a big left field, dude. Excellent. You have Bumblebee there as well. That's great. You have, unfortunately, Blue Suit Sinestro. I think that's kind of lame. It's kind of a lame pull, I think. So, Ross, Sinestro wore a blue suit in the 80s, I want to say. The 70s and 80s. Sinestro wore a blue suit. It's not explained. He just wears a blue suit, guy.
Really?
He's not a Blue Lantern. He's a Yellow Lantern who wears a blue suit. I don't remember why, and I'm so tired. I don't want to remember. My least.
Yeah, you got like dude, you got like a sinus infection. You're like barely alive.
My least favorite figure. Now this might be unpopular opinion. Is the Dark Knight Returns Joker. It is so horribly inaccurate. It makes me want to cry. So Ross, if you don't know, The Dark Knight Returns is the story of the old man Batman. Right, you have the extremely cunning and charismatic not old man Joker. You can't really call him old man Joker, but he's Joker, right? Sure. He's cunning, he's charismatic. That's the Joker that gasses the audience during the comedy show. Now that Joker's design is specifically cunning and charismatic. He has high cheekbones, a squared jaw, light eyebrows, and he has nice silky hair. He's supposed to look approachable. More so than the Joker has ever looked. He wears a white suit, for crying out loud. And Joker gave him this deranged old man uncle face with the high eyebrows. I mean, he looks straight out of the toxin pit. They gave him the receding old man hair. It's such a missed opportunity. It's so disappointing.
Oh, you mean for this minifig? Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, for this minifig.
Well, we're also getting the Michael Keaton Batman set next year, which I'm really looking forward to.
Oh, yeah, the like $400 set that's going to come out as well.
Is it going to be that? Is it going to be that expensive?
It's 3,700 pieces, so probably $400 to $500.
Batman set? No way.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it's going to be a Batwing.
That large of a set. I haven't really been paying attention.
It has to be a Batwing, and then I think that the gift with it is going to be that Batmobile.
The point was that it looks like the Joker in this collectible minifigures line has the Jack Nicholson Joker head from that upcoming set as well.
Yeah, and that...
if I were to, I believe I may be mistaken. I have to look at the Jack Nicholson Joker coming up. But that looks the same almost, or I could be dead wrong.
It bugs me, man. It bugs me because the face is just so inaccurate. It's so far off of what it should be, in terms of what it should look like. Really annoying. What else do you have here? You have
that classic cheetah.
Yeah, that's classic cheetah.
God, dude, she looks like she just like took a trip to Build-A-Bear.
Golden Age, my guy. And then you have the original Batman Detective Comics.
What's the Superman?
That's a Rebirth Superman. You can tell by this segmented red belt.
Right.
Yep, that's Rebirth Superman.
What an assortment, man.
Yeah, no, dude. I mean,
what a variety.
These are pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. You also have Mr. Miracle there. Great character.
I wonder if these will sell well.
I hope, man. I mean, I think they will. You have some solid.
I hope.
So you're nostalgia baiting older fans. You have like the what's her name, like Linda something, Wonder Woman.
Carter.
Is that her name? Right, the Wonder Woman. And then you have the classic vintage Batman. You have Batmite, which was huge in the 80s, huge character in the 80s. Then you have Metamorpho, and you have 90s Aquaman. So you're getting the cartoons from that time period. Stargirl kind of out of nowhere, Mr. Miracle kind of out of nowhere. You got the classic Cyborg. People that read the Teen Titans growing up in the 60s will know that one. I mean, you have a great assortment here, I think. This is a really solid wave. Personally, I'm going to be picking up like 7 or 8 of the Aquaman because I need them for my game. Because I have a big Atlantean thing in my game. It's pretty cool.
You should check out the 2017 Justice League Atlantis set, the little small set that had the Atlanteans.
I have
gold armor.
I have 4 of those.
Okay, cool. Yeah, those were on clearance. They were going for nothing for a while.
I got them $10 each on clearance. That's nothing for 4 minifigures. Like I mean, I just need the Atlanteans, but God, that was great. Anyway, what else do you have here? You have a lot of great figures. Let me just say that. You have great figures. The Batmite also looks great. It's not on the picture I'm looking at, but the Batmite, super solid.
I don't think there's a picture of the Batmite yet.
There is. I saw it earlier on Instagram.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. It is. It might have been a Christo Batmite though, because it looked a lot. You know the Christo one?
No, but I can guess that I could see somebody putting that in place of one of these.
Looks very
collages
similar.
Just to kind of give an idea of what it could look like.
It's one of those situations where where they take the like the design from the video game and they turn it into one. Also, oh my god, I'm forgetting. You have Simon Baz. You have Simon Baz Green Lantern. That's the first time we've ever seen him in Lego.
Oh yeah, sure.
Super interesting Green Lantern. Second to most interesting. First most interesting Green Lantern is Jessica Cruz. She's a Latin American, or she might just be Mexican. I'm not sure. I don't remember. She's either Latin or Latin American. Super oddball Green Lantern. She appeared alongside Simon Baz in New 52. Simon Baz here, I think he's like a Middle Eastern Green Lantern. They got super creative with those two, with Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz. So great inclusion here, I think. I don't know, dude. Overall, great wave.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it next year. And I'm not sure if I'm going to necessarily review these minifigures. It's just, I mean, I like the variety. I mean, I don't know, maybe. I think it'll make a fun video.
Yeah, dude, sure. I think so.
Yeah. I mean, I'll definitely be trying to track these. I don't know if I'm, it's like, I just don't even know if I necessarily want the whole set, though, you know?
Yeah. Well, dude, you know what? Like, okay, if it were me, I would skip Bumblebee because Bumblebee's lame. Sorry. I'd skip Classic Cyborg, Classic Sinestro, not Classic Sinestro. I skip Classic, what's her name, Cheetah.
You might be able to use that Bumblebee hairpiece for Shuri from Infinity War, though.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
But, dude, for me, like the must-haves, which I use that term lightly because the only one I'm going to get is the Aquaman. But if you're a collector, get the Simon Baz, get the Mr. Miracle. Mr. Miracle looks great. Get Metamorpho. And honestly, get the Batman. The Batman, that's classic, dude. You can't go wrong with that.
Sure. Yeah, man. Well, hey, this is we're gonna have a pretty big day tomorrow because we are getting the final trailer for the Skywalker saga and for Rise of Skywalker during Monday Night Football. Same deal. Trailer's going to go up like probably right around, I don't know when, don't quote me, I have no idea, but I think for Force Awakens and Last Jedi it was like right during or just after halftime or something. I have no idea of what time it's going to be during Monday Night Football tomorrow, but the tickets will also be going up on sale around that time. So I'll personally not be watching Monday Night Football for the trailer. I'm going to try to secure tickets here where I live because I'm supposed to be in Kansas City for my buddy Joe's wedding. However, in the event that flights get canceled or something crazy happens, I'll also have tickets here that I can return, hopefully like at least a week or a couple weeks beforehand to give somebody the opportunity to buy those tickets themselves in case I have to bail here. Anyway, that's happening tomorrow night. Pretty big deal. Hopefully Fandango and all the sites don't crash. It's 2019, and you would think their servers would be able to handle that load after experiencing it every year or so. But that is happening tomorrow, so definitely try to make sure you grab your tickets tomorrow night because they are obviously going to fly. But at the same time, Tate, you know me. I am, well, for both of us, we're not jumping up and down over Rise of Skywalker until we actually see the film. And this JJ Mystery Box marketing campaign has gotten so old. We are now, 2 months out from release? Less than 2 months out from release. And I just gotten really bored of this marketing campaign, I get it. It works for a lot of people, revealing as much as, reasonably possible just before the movie comes out. But I personally thought Rogue One's marketing campaign was the best of all the new Disney films for the Star Wars saga. But I'll be there, man. It's the conclusion of the Skywalker saga, at least for now, until maybe another 10 or 15 years passes and they decide they want to do another 3 films. Who the hell knows? But this is, for now, 100% the grand finale of the Skywalker saga, the main Star Wars saga. And I really hope that all the leaks that I've heard that are so far lining up, which is concerning, are not true, because I'm not going to spoil anything, of course. But Tate, doesn't sound good. That's all I'll say. So anyway, yeah, dude, you going to grab tickets tomorrow night?
No.
Are you even going to go opening day?
No, yes. For the podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
for the podcast.
Well, I mean, your
Yes,
theater is weird, so I guess maybe you can wait, but
I will be
most
able to
other
wait.
places,
I got my Endgame tickets the day before, and I got my brother's Endgame ticket the day of.
that's nuts. Where do you live? In the middle of like a. Oh my.
Dude, I live in Southern California. Everybody's just high. Everybody's high and lazy. But like, that's
That
cool.
is so weird.
Dude, it's weird.
Dude, I've never heard of that anywhere else, really, unless you're like out in the country somewhere. Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, dude.
Well, anyway, I'm looking forward to it, man. Maybe we'll do a separate video tomorrow night, or the following day on Tuesday to talk about the trailer. But it is crazy to think that, not only, I mean, this is the last trailer for the Skywalker saga. I mean, let that sink in. That like there will likely never be another main Star Wars saga trailer ever again. It's kind of weird. It's a weird thought, man, but it's also weird that you'd be so hard pressed to find general audience goers aware that this is happening. That the main Star Wars saga, the main series of films that they have been following since 1977, when they grew up, or their kids, or us, or it's crazy to think that the grand finale of all of this, the series of films that changed the world, is wrapping up in a couple months, not even. And it's not as big of an event as you would expect. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just us in our own little bubble. But obviously, the big return of Star Wars in 2015 was the biggest marketing campaign we might ever see for Star Wars again. So, arguably, we'll never see something like that again. But it's just odd because I felt like there was more buzz surrounding The Last Jedi than there is for Rise of Skywalker right now. And so, I mean, that just might be my perception. I could just be like, we might just be living under a rock, Tate. It's just been different. Like things really seemed like they were reaching their hype, right? When I was standing there in front of the Star Wars show stage, and Daisy Ridley's coming out with Kathleen Kennedy and JJ, like it was incredible then in Chicago. But then it's just like, man, I feel like the marketing started up in April and then just came to a screeching halt up until like this past month. And all we got has been like magazines since. It's been very odd. And I've told you, I'm just kind of bored of this marketing campaign. I really hope that they drop it after this. I'm not into it anymore. Rogue One had the best marketing campaign in my opinion. Anyway, we'll be seeing the film. Definitely going to be there day one. And yeah. So anyway,
Star Wars sucks. Star Wars sucks.
Okay.
Star Wars is horrible. I hate Star Wars. I am a radical on the internet. I want to burn Star Wars to the ground because it's not about Ewoks. I just want an entire trilogy about only Ewoks, and that's it. But I'm not going to get what I want. Of course not. I want the Ewok shows from the what was it, 80s, 90s? You know those Ewok movies and shows? I want a theatrical release of those. And until then, I will be angry on the internet.
Yeah, man. Like I told you, the leaks that I've been, they don't.
I'm sorry. The fact that we went from that to you being serious.
I just glossed right over that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, I like we said at the beginning of the show, I don't want to sound overly negative. I am excited for it. I am looking forward to it, but I'm not gonna go in blind anymore. That's all. I'm not expecting much. That's all. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be there. But I'm not expecting anything. That's all. So, otherwise, man, I mean, we've got another thing happening this week besides tomorrow night, which should be nice and stressful. We've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare dropping this week. The big reboot to the Modern Warfare series, where they just made another Modern Warfare game and just threw Captain Price in it.
This is kind of
the campaign.
Just to clarify, guys, this is kind of going to be the Wasteland segment of the podcast. We're just going to kind of bring up stuff that happened. But yeah, dude, I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm not looking forward to it.
I mean,
I'm
we
neutral.
played that beta together, and that was rough.
That was horrible.
That was bad. And if that beta was indicative of how the game is going to play most of the time, I mean, the spawns alone were enough to ruin that entire multiplayer experience for me. And the trailer looks phenomenal. The cutscenes look phenomenal. It is hard to distinguish those cutscenes they showed in the story trailer from real life. I mean, it's nuts. The campaign looks good. The characters, however, so far, based on the trailer they released, seem kind of stale. I mean, it's going to be very hard because, listen, man, I'm not going to hold back. If you're going to take Captain Price, reboot the character, and drop him into a new version of the story, you're damn straight we're going to compare to the original version of the character. And we're going to compare the other characters to Soap, Ghost, Roach. It's just, I'm not seeing it. I'm going to play that campaign, but I'm not seeing it, man. I hope it's good. I hope I'm wrong. But the story of the first 3 games was just incredible and so much fun to play through. And all the characters are so unique, so dynamic, and had such unique personalities among them. I'm just not seeing that here. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I'll be there to pick it up and play through it. And listen, man, to me, the $60 is just to play through that campaign and have the game on hand for whenever the hell we do decide to play it, whether that's with you and I or other friends of ours. I mean, it's just so far, it seems like it's fitting the mold. And with this whole big microtransactions and loot box controversy that's coming out about the game recently, it looked like they were almost careening into a wall in the same way Battlefront 22 2017 did. It looked like they came a little close to butchering the launch here with some of the stuff that's been coming out with loot boxes. And Tate, it's just more of the same, man. That's all. It's just more of the same. I'll play the campaign, but it's just more of the same. And that beta we played was a shell of the multiplayer I fell in love with as a kid many years ago with the original Modern Warfare trilogy.
Hey, Ross. Games as a service is the new moneymaker.
Yeah.
No. The thing I sent you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, Tate got into it with in a comment section for the trailer for Red Dead 2 coming to PC.
Oh, dude,
I just talking to strangers and talking to you, like, you have no idea. I love people, man. How people just love to assume in comments, and people are just talking to Tate like it's called the live service business model. That's how games make money. Tate, did you know that?
Dude,
I
Ross,
had no idea.
dude,
What's a live service?
It's not like I've been around on the internet since like 2015, and I played Battlefront 2 and know about the history of that game because I was alive in 2017. And it's not like I've been playing. It's not like I've been playing GTA Online, since before I can remember, right? Which I quantify as like 2014, 2015. So dude, I have no idea what games as a service is. I just complain about it for no reason, even though I don't know the dictionary definition. I just complain to complain. I'm an ignorant buffoon, by the way.
Oh man. I mean, in a poor positive note, like aside, like stereotypical trolls aside, that's really what those were. I mean, they were so stereotypical in the comments that you encountered. It was boring to read through.
You know what wasn't though? The last comment. The last comment was gold.
I love that, man. How it's like you disagreed with the type of DLC coming out, so somebody just flat out called you a racist.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
like, whoa.
Check this out. So I say, hey. So it's in a Rockstar Reddit online tweet, and I was like, hey, please make story deal or please make single player DLC. That's all I say. Right? Make single player DLC, just listen to your fans, it'll make money, is what I say. And then I have a bunch of people saying, the story was over, there's nothing more they can do. Well, there's GTA 4 and its DLCs. Ballad of Gay Tony was a completely new story. So that was my idea, right? A completely new story, but a single player, right? And this guy in the comments says, oh, you white boys would love getting another story about your white boys. Now me, I have a character that's tailored to me, a character that's made for me, a character that looks like me. And I said, dude, single player DLC has nothing to do with race. That's what I say. I would love it. I would absolutely love it if we got single player DLC and the character was black, Mexican, native, Chinese. Honestly, it would probably make my experience better if he was a native guy. I mean, imagine that story, dude, in the Red Dead world playing as a native, besides Charles, like a native that's part of a tribe.
It definitely would have added a lot, even more layers to the story.
Playing as Eagle Falls, dude?
I just hate that we even have to entertain people like this. I mean, that dude in that comment section, that is like, what a cartoon. I love cartoon people, man. They're fun.
You guys know I'm not racist. I mean, I live in Southern California. I've been raised forever. You know, this kind of stuff transcends the memory loss. But I've been raised to love everybody and to treat everybody equal. My dad's Mexican. My mom's white. I've been in a biracial household forever, right? I hold no racial discrimination in my heart. But because I want a single player DLC, I'm a racist.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not even like these things bother us. It's just like, you know, Jay, I'm at, you know, in your case, I mean, like, dude, like you're kind of sick right now, and it's like, dude, and then you just read, you post something in the comments, you post it, and then it's like when you just unlock your phone, you check the YouTube app, and you see 15 comments going at you for no reason from people who don't know. I mean, obviously, you know what you're getting into when you post a comment,
of course.
But I guess when you do make the mistake of, God forbid, of engaging in brief dialogue beneath the video, and you come back to that many notifications of people just going off on you who have no idea who you are or the context of who you are, it's like it is toxic, and that's personally why I avoid comment sections. I reply to people on my videos, I reply to fans, and you know, people who matter to me, and I don't try to engage in dialogue with strangers personally under other videos, and so. Yeah. But it's like, man, God forbid you do post a comment real quick. Not intending to go anywhere.
I have no problem with the comments that I received, except for the racism one. That's the one that bugged me. If I'm being honest with you, dude, completely, like, it only bugs me because of the greater picture, that's what the media is peddling to people, right? That is the ideas that are being instilled into people by the people that control the media, by the people that control the press. So I'm not upset with the other comments, but dude, it's such a shame that people are being conditioned to that, right? It's horrible. Imagine putting race into everything, dude. That's reverse racism. You know what I mean? We're talking about a video game. Race has nothing to do with it. It's such a shame. All right, we're getting a little political for a Lego podcast.
I know, I'm like...
Jeez. You know what, guys? Love thy neighbor. Treat each other with respect. That's the message I want to leave you with today.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't really a flame war, Ross. I said like one thing.
Right, but I mean...
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, that pretty much is what that... You know, I mean, you weren't responding back, but I mean, that's... I pretty much just throw any toxic...
Guys,
into that bin.
Quote this, clip this. I am a racist. I love white people in video games. I'm a racist. White people in video games. You got a character in a video game that's white? Perfect. That's for me, because I'm racist. Hey, Ross, single player Red Dead DLC, bro? That's sick. Mm-hmm. That is sick, dude. You know why? Because I'm racist.
So I think the takeaway should just be play Red Dead Redemption 2 before you die, because it is an experience you don't want to miss out on. But yeah.
I'm so sorry we have to end the podcast like this.
I mean, I think today's gonna be a shorter show. We just went full political, which is fine. It happens.
It happens, dude. We have a good message at the end of loving thy neighbor, treat each other with respect. You know what? If you have a comment neighbor right now, give them a high five. Just do like the little carrot and then put high five after it, because that's what they deserve.
Here, I'll high five the chat. Let's do that. We'll just hop in chat, right? This is the high five emoji, right? I don't know. It always seems open for debate. High fives, everybody. High fives in the chat.
In the chat. Love that neighbor.
High five, Lego Tube. High five, Ian and Nicola, dude. Just high fives for everyone.
I don't want to get religious when I say love that neighbor, by the way. High
Tate,
five,
there is a
Ross.
Barney movie coming from the guy who plays Wakabi in Black Panther.
Is he playing Barney? Or is he?
I have no idea, but he's part of the
Or is he
project.
directing?
That just showed up in an
Music?
ad, and so I just was like, dude, Barney. Tate, will you go see a live action Barney movie?
Yeah.
I would go
Oh!
see a live action Barney movie.
We forgot to mention Zombieland Double Tap came out.
I don't care.
I was planning on seeing it because I love Zombieland 1, but I have a sinus infection. So I can't.
I saw the trailer for that, and I was like, yeah, I don't care.
Dude, Zombieland 1 is good. Oh god,
never
Lego
saw
Pete! Lego Pete settle.
Oh, no!
Oh
yeah.
Dude, okay, wait. So live action Barney, is it going to be like Uncanny Valley?
I don't know.
Lion
I
King
didn't read
CGI?
about it, Tate. I just changed the subject.
Dude, imagine T-Rex, like realistic T-Rex, Lion King John Favreau style,
Oh, man.
with a bunch of kids. He's like, "What's up, guys? It's me, Barney the T-Rex."
Dude, something about the idea of live action Barney or like live action Clifford the Big Red Dog scares the crap out of me, and like until I see it. Like I feel like it'll look good when we see it, but oh man. One last thing, not that I really even care about the future of DC and the direction they're taking, aside from films like The Joker. But the Batman just cast Zoe Kravitz as the next Selena Kyle. So that's great. Hopefully she's great. I haven't really seen her in a lot of stuff. I think
am glad that we are
Yeah.
retreading the whole. I can't think the whole Batman Returns kind of lead up, right? We have a great young Batman. We have a great young Catwoman. Dude, okay, Zoe Kravitz is hot. I know this is a Lego stream, but I just want to say that. I haven't slept in 3 days. You have two young, attractive actors playing these attractive characters. It's dude. There's gonna be so many like teenage girls doing the Stan thing. You remember when what's it called? Suicide Squad came out and everybody's like, yeah, Joker.
Yeah,
Harley Quinn,
there
I
are
want
gonna
a
be fan
relationship
accounts
like
for
that.
everything, though, dude. I mean, it's
Dude,
just like
I
commonplace
want
now.
a
It's crazy.
relationship like Joker and Harley Quinn. I want to be Harley Quinn. I want my big beefy GF to be the Joker.
So
just
just
like they
identify
were-
as Harley Quinn, and you're good.
Just like they were portrayed in the movie. I want an abusive relationship.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Chemical was asking what are our thoughts on the Mandalorian first reactions that just came out. So, Mandalorian was finally shown at a Lucasfilm press event in LA,
Dude.
and there was like 27 minutes of footage shown, and we got like a solid 9 minutes or something when we were in Chicago. And Favreau and Dave and the cast they had the panel there, and
Yeah,
we were
that's-
in the room, and it
that's
looked
so
great, but it was all
sick.
very unpolished, and it was very early on, and so they hadn't even really done a lot of color correcting or
Well, that was
proper editing for the scenes.
That was a complete year ago almost, right? Wasn't that in what?
No, it was in
March?
April.
Oh, it was in April? Oh, shoot. That's almost a complete year, dude. That's like 8 months.
We're getting there.
That's not 8 months, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so
we're not
dumb.
really that close to that being a year
No,
ago.
it's 6 months, but whatever. Half a year.
But yeah, I mean, apparently, dude. Listen, we've been following the production for The Mandalorian since it began, and they're pretty much reiterating everything we've already come to expect, that it's movie quality. This is not Netflix quality or HBO. These shows look like movies, and so I am, of course, very excited to see the direction The Mandalorian takes. You have had some of the greatest people in the industry working on this, and this is by far, aside from Clone Wars season 7, the thing I'm the most excited for. And Tate,
This is the
I've
only...
been talking about this a lot with my buddy Corey here, but it's like we are going to have Star Wars to look forward to every week, starting in November, all the way through to the series finale of the Clone Wars.
Sick.
We're going to have something huge to look forward to for quite a while. And that's awesome.
Dude, honestly...
Because that used to be the CW shows, right? I used to always look forward to The Flash early on when the show was actually really decent. Arrow I've always looked forward to off and on when the show decides to be good and not have an identity crisis and be mediocre. And so losing those, you kind of lost the weekly thing to look forward to, the weekly show, especially during off season, obviously. But this, oh man,
Dude, okay, Mandalorian's the only piece of Star Wars content that matters. I'm sorry. Like, Clone Wars is great. Don't get me wrong, but
Tate,
this
don't do
is
this to me.
no. But
Be
here's the
excited for
thing.
Clone Wars. You're
Dude.
not allowed to not be excited for the Clone Wars.
No, I am excited for the Clone Wars. That's not my point.
Okay.
No, Clone Wars is dead in the water, though. I mean, isn't this the last season pretty much confirmed?
What do you mean dead in the water? They're coming back with a final season.
No, that's what I'm saying. Isn't the final season like the final season?
Yeah.
But Mandalorian is a new IP. It can last for a long ass time, and that is so promising.
You know
Guys.
one of the biggest things that gets me excited with The Mandalorian?
What's that? MGF?
It seems to have George's approval.
Yeah, honestly. Oh,
And
especially
that
with all the drama.
And who the hell knows, man? I mean, I can only imagine how productive and constructive it was to have George Lucas there on set with John and Dave. And I mean, like, the last time something genuinely had George's seal of approval was Rogue One. Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Disney just came out and issued small statements like, yeah, we showed him the movie, he liked it.
Fuck you.
But
Disney.
no, Rogue One, he actually liked. The Mandalorian, it seems like he actually likes. And to me, so far in this new era of Disney Star Wars, when George likes something, it's good. Last time George liked something, we had Rogue One. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if people don't like the characters. Rogue One is
Dude.
by far, to me, the greatest film that Disney has produced in this new era of Star Wars.
Who
thus
cares?
far.
If the characters are good, they died in the movie. They served their purpose, dude.
Their thematic
Their
purpose, Tate.
the thematic purpose podcast. Thank you, MGF. I appreciate that.
But yeah, so anyway, that is going to do it for this episode, I think, Tate. Do you have anything else to add?
Dude, if we keep going, I'm gonna start getting political again, and I'm gonna start
Okay.
shouting things I regret, like I'm a racist and Zoe Kravitz is hot. So I don't want to talk anymore.
Okay.
I'm so tired, Ross.
All right, man. Well, on that note, let's wrap it up. Everybody, thank you again for coming to hang out. All 20 of you watching, we really appreciate it. Papa's getting in here. We got Beetle, Spaceman Customs, Camo Clone 134, Lego 2, 224, Omega 24. Nicola, as always, thank you guys for coming to hang out. It always brightens up and livens up our Sunday. So that's going to do it.
Dude, that was epic sauce. And remember, guys, we live in a society. Thanks so much for watching.